everyone, it's Lizzie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going through week 2 of our finances and seeing where we stand with keeping up with our budget. So this is a new way that I am tracking our spending and really seeing where we can improve on all of our variable spending habits. I can also look through this and see what is a trend in hopes for us to remain on budget. So if you guys are curious as to how I am managing our variable spending, cash envelopes, and all of that, then keep on watching. So if you have not checked out the first week's weekly check-in, I highly recommend you check that out. I'll make sure to link it down below. But I did take into account one of your suggestions regarding sinking funds. And so this right here is our sinking funds color. It is the green, and we used our health savings account for my dentist appointment. And I didn't know really how to track this. And one of you guys had said that you would just change your budgeted amount to what was actually spent. That way it won't show negative and me being in the red. So that just made so much sense to me because I didn't actually overspend. I used money that we had in a savings account for that particular purpose. So thank you so much. I did take that into account and I made the adjustment, and it does make me feel so much better. I have no red so far. So now we are going on to week 2, and this is from the 6th through the 12th. So that is our pay period. We are now being paid every week. So yeah, let me zoom you guys in a bit. That way you can see how our spending trends and everything is looking like. Okay, you guys are all up close and personal. I love tracking and planning on a calendar spread. For me personally, what has come to my mind is, you can see visually what your spending trends are. So utilizing the color coding system, I can see, okay, weekends tend to be where we end up overspending just a bit on eating out, which is obvious. So I really like this, and it also allows me to revisit and see where can I do better. And so that's really why I like using this method. And we'll see how long this lasts, because if you know me, I kind of like to switch things up just to see what truly works to our benefit. And I just want it to be as simple as possible. So with tracking from the 6th through the 12th, so we're just tracking up until the next pay period, we're just gonna add up and see what our totals are and see if there's anything that we have to adjust for the upcoming week to stay on budget. So we're gonna add up all of the pinks, since that's the first color I see right here. And that is my personal spending. So this will be interesting to see how well I did. So we have $6 here. So I went to Starbucks and Dollar Tree. And over here, I also went to Dollar Tree again. And I'm so excited because I got this pouch at Dollar Tree. And I've been seeing them around, but I couldn't find them. And I spent some money. So I bought this, and I bought a couple of other things as well. But I'm just so excited about that. And I do not regret spending that. So the total of personal spending that I did was $8, so not too bad. And then we're gonna go back and see what else we have. So yellow is the next color I see, is our groceries. So we have $13 here. And then we have $15. And that looks pretty good. So $28 is what we had spent. Not bad. Not bad at all. And then miscellaneous, so the unbudgeted, we have $2 from Dollar Tree. So $2 was unbudgeted. We didn't spend anything on gas. And then for eating out, we spent $13.96. We went to Wendy's. It's hard. So I see here we're already over budget for this. And then for sinking funds, we did end up using sinking funds a couple of times. So we had to get some things for our dogs. We spent $4. So we used our pet sinking fund for that. And then we also had given to this charity, and my husband, he came across this organization. They were like selling these signs, and it was to help women, like women in need that are abused or on like drugs. And so he purchased this sign and he spent $25 on that, but it was for a good cause. Like, you know, those funds went towards something. So that really is what we love to do when it comes to like giving. So $29 was our sinking funds that we had spent. And we did have the money, you know, set aside for that. So I'm just gonna change this budgeted amount to the $29. So the remaining for this is $0, but let's see where we stand with the rest. I already know gas still has a budget of $80. And eating out, we are over. So let me get a red pen. So the monthly budgeted amount, and I knew that we were going to be going over budget for this, so I might want to change how we do this budgeted amount based on like the actual payday budget breakdown versus our monthly budgeted amount. I'm not sure. I'm still getting used to this method, so you're gonna see me adjust a couple of things, but that's the beauty of creating systems. You can tweak and make it work best for you. So $13.96 was our what we spent, but the budget amount was $13.74. So we are over by 22 cents. So I'm going to try to have it be so that way we're not tempted to eat out as much. Many of you have suggested you carry like a cooler with snacks in your car and all of that. So I am going to have to make it a plan to have it so that way my husband, he has like snacks in his van when he goes between jobs. So this is why creating systems like this, it makes it more doable. So for groceries, we have a remaining budget of $185.75. And then for my spending, we have a $100 budget. I spent $8, so I still have $92 for my spending. And then the unbudgeted amount, we don't have a budget for this. It's usually what is in our checking account cushion or like my miscellaneous envelope if that's used. So in this case, it was used, but it wasn't budgeted for. So $2, I am going to leave that in the red. That $2 was unbudgeted. So let me carry this down. So right now we are in the red here for eating out, 22 cents. And then I'm gonna leave this blank. Gas, we still have an $80 budget. And then for groceries, we have $185.75. Let me make this even. And then I still have spending budget of $92, and then unbudgeted, we don't create a budget for that. So this is where we stand for the upcoming pay period, for us to be within our monthly budget goal. So hopefully we do better with the eating out. I can see that, you know, it's not too bad. We most likely, to be honest, we most likely will go over a little bit more, but hopefully we can do a lot more planning and cooking at home and, you know, taking snacks with us. I just have to do better with like the meal plan. That's a work in progress, but the rest we are doing very well. There's a situation going on with my car right now, so I have not yet filled my gas tank because the car needs to, you know, needs some work done on it, and we're probably going to be taking it to the mechanic. So that's the beauty of like sinking funds and setting money aside for savings and emergencies and those things, because eventually you will end up using your savings for something. Something will come up, and that is the beauty and the blessing of creating a budget. So this is what our weekly spending looked like for week 2 overall. I'm proud of us. I think that, you know, we are doing much better with the cash method. We tend to have a little bit more control over that, and that's why we went back to using cash. So my hope is that this just encourages you to try out cash budgeting if you haven't yet, or try out maybe separating your spending and your categories, the variable categories, and just do it in a way that makes sense to you. You don't have to be super complicated, because sometimes that just doesn't work. It doesn't work overcomplicating things and having all of these different categories. Just do it in a simple way, and that's why I share these types of videos and share our, you know, our spending habits and our struggles, our mistakes, because things happen in life, and sometimes when you plan it out one way, it doesn't go as planned, and that's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, I'd love it if you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys right here in a brand new video. Bye guys.